This is Dr. U. Aruna, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KCS Nadar College of Arts and Science. Hello everyone, and now we are going to discuss about idiom. An idiom is an expression that takes on a figurative meaning when certain words are combined, which is different from the literal definition of the individual words. And no one knows where they exist or where they all began. But every culture seems to have their own idioms or expressions. English language has so many of them. Most idioms come from ancient literature or even classic films. Many idioms originated as quotations from well-known writers such as Shakespeare. Learning the backgrounds of idioms can help you to remember them. Idioms should be used in proper situations. They enrich our speech and increase vocabulary. The grammar and the vocabulary of the idioms are fixed, and if we change them, we lose the meaning of the idiom. An idiom is a phrase or expression that has a meaning that in most cases cannot be deduced directly from the individual words in that phrase or expression. For example, the idiom bite off more than you can chew doesn't mean you bite more than a mouthful of a cake or something else and then struggle to chew. It means you try to do something that is too difficult for you. How are they different from proverbs? Proverbs are well-known sayings stating a general truth or advice. For example, the proverb, "A picture is worth 1,000 words," is a general truth. The idiom, "bite off more than you can chew," however, is neither a general truth nor an advice. How are they different from proverbs? Proverbs are well-known sayings stating a general truth or advice. For example, the proverb, "A picture is worth 1,000 words," is a general truth. The idiom, "bite off more than you can chew," however, is neither a general truth nor an advice. Now we will discuss some of the commonly used idioms, and they are interesting too. First one, piece of cake. What is a piece of cake? When something is a piece of cake, it's so simple that it's as easy as eating one. For example, that assignment was really a piece of cake. Bite off more than you can chew. To try to do something that is too difficult for you. For example, he has taken more responsibilities as he couldn't say no to his boss. I think he has bitten more than he can chew, and he will struggle to handle them all. Keep someone at arm's length. If you keep someone at arm's length, you avoid becoming friendly with them. For example, I have more productive time in the day because I have developed this good habit of keeping video games at arm's length. Drive a hard bargain. If you drive a hard bargain, you argue hard to get a favorable deal. For example, the author tried to drive a hard bargain with the publisher on signing amount but couldn't because he didn't have bestsellers in his name. Blow your own trumpet. If you blow your own trumpet, you tell people how good or successful you are. Example, the doctor can be so off-putting. He is always blowing his trumpet, mentioning his awards and positions in various associations. Sometimes or often we use this idiom in a negative way. Once in a blue moon. If something happens once in a blue moon, it happens rarely. Many startups turn in a profit once in a blue moon is the finest example of this idiom. Make no bones about something. That means, if you make no bones about something, you say clearly what you feel or think about it. For example, Jack made no bones about getting a hike in his salary. Sell like hotcakes. If something sells like hotcakes, it sells very fast. For example, more than 5,000 cars sold so far. The new model is selling like hotcakes. Next, burn the candle at both ends. If you burn the candle at both ends, you work excessively hard, say by keeping two jobs or by leading a busy social life in the evening. For example, Mitch is burning the candle at both ends. He is working two jobs, one in the evening and one in the morning. Next idiom, against the clock. If you are working against the clock, you are working in great hurry. For example, with only half the syllabus studied, I raced against the clock to be ready for the exam on Monday. Apt example for against the clock. Burn the midnight oil. To work late in the night. Or hard. Working hard. I had to burn the midnight oil for nearly 3 months to write my first book. On cloud 9. Such a wonderful idiom. If you are on cloud 9, you are very happy. For example, I was on cloud 9 after receiving the news of my promotion. Pay someone back in his or her own coin. If you pay someone back in his or her own coin, you treat him or her in the same way he or she treated you. For example, by refusing to help her colleague, she paid him back in the same coin. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. If you are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, you are caught between two undesirable alternatives. For example, if you support your son, your business partner will be hurt and vice versa. You are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Idioms can be a good use of imagery. When trying to describe attitudes, behaviors, and when you are trying to draw your reader's attention to a point you feel is important to your work. Thank you.